Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my first leaderboard for Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Welcome! So starting this year, we are very excited because the regional winners of the competition in the local pageants are automatically considered as a contender for Miss Universe Philippines. And to be honest, based on what I have observed so far, it made the competition very strong. And I love it because it really gives an opportunity for far-flung areas to truly send the representative, be known and be recognized when it comes to national pageants, which is the Miss Universe Philippines. And after looking at all the confirmed contestants so far, more than 20 candidates are already confirmed. I have listed down my top 10 favorites. I have watched their winning performances, the full performances, and based most of my commentaries based on what I've seen. So, considering all that and all the possibilities that might happen, here are my current top 10 favorites. So it's quite early, but there's a possibility that it could still change. And of course, the strong ones here, I believe, would be very consistent. Starting with my number 10, Bacolod City, Ivon Katamko. She's 22 years old and she won Miss Mascara Bacolod. I think she has the potentials. But what I like about her is that she's transformable. And with some polishing and work, she could actually be a dark horse in the competition. I love her personality, confidence, and attitude when she's on the runway. She's very at home when it comes to the runway, and especially when it comes to giving runway performances. I would love to see a bit more polishing and to have some more impact in her performance though. In terms of interviews, she's okay, but there's still work to be done in terms of delivery and creating a very strong response. I really hope that she'll work on those things, and she needs to work and what she needs to work as well. And also, I'm really looking forward to know more about her in this journey, especially her background, her advocacy, and her purpose on why she is joining Miss Universe Philippines, because that would really shape her as a contender. Number 9 goes to Gin Rey Rosa. This one is a super beauty. During the competition, I really like her look more during the swimsuit round because it really emphasized how stunning her face is. Her performance needs a little bit more work for it to be stronger though. For the evening gown, personally, I felt like this was the round where she was styled a little bit too much. So hopefully she'll tone it down and find a styling that would really fit her and would bring out her true and natural beauty, because she is already beautiful. She doesn't need too much. Her final Q&A was great. I love her delivery, the conviction was there, and the content was good too. And if polished properly, I really felt like she could be a favorite in this batch. Number 8, Naik Mary Rose Guiral. She is a mechanical engineer. She's 23 years old and previously competed at Miss World Philippines. I would love to see her work more on her runway performances and find a way to have a more impactful performance. She was okay, but it would be much stronger if her performances is polished. Her Q&A was super impressive. I have never heard anyone answer the question in Filipino so fluently, and I was super impressed by her answer, and the content was super outstanding because she was so smart. And to be honest, I'm so excited to hear her speak and answer like that on a national pageant, because I believe it would be a proud moment for a Filipino watching the pageant. Her delivery was also very clear, and I love how she is very consistent with her aim to work with the agricultural sector of the country. I am excited because she is one of the candidates that I believe will surely ace the interview round. Number 7 goes to Batangas. Marella Lot. Batangas is very beautiful. She's 23 years old and she looked very young, very sweet, and has that girl next door type of beauty. In terms of performances, I really like her swimsuit performance. She seems very confident. I always love her neck up poses because it makes her presence very commanding, and her gown performance was quite decent as well. However, having said those, I still believe that with some more work, her performance could still be better. Her response to the final question was so good as well. I think it was strong and she delivered it very, very strongly. Overall, I like her and she'll be one of the good ones for this batch. Number 6 goes to Bukidnon, Natasha Jane Bahuyo. I love Bukidnon. I was really loving her glow during her competition because it felt like she brings her own natural glow on stage. During the swimsuit, I loved her personality, loved her performance. During the evening gown, she was just divine. I loved her choice of Filipiniana dress with such beautiful cut and design, and she carried it with so much confidence, class, and sophistication. As of this time, she's already solid in terms of runway performances. In terms of interviews, I really like how she speaks. She sounded very clear. She knows how to emphasize important words as she speaks, and she's very smart. So definitely a solid contender this year too. Number 5, Northern California, Kayla Jean Carter. She's 28 years old and clearly, if we just based it on the physical aspect alone, she's undoubtedly top-notch and one of the potential frontrunners. I have read online as well that she'll be training under Aces and Queens. She looked absolutely gorgeous and her figure looked amazing. I haven't seen any of her performances when it comes to the pageant related, but this is the kind of caliber of candidate that really made me excited. I'm looking forward to hear more from her, more updates, and hopefully her performances as well, so that we can really check out on where she will be in our list. But as of the moment, I have her in my top 5. Number 4, Pampanga S Payumo. She's a well-experienced candidate and I do see that as one of her advantages coming into the Miss Universe Philippines competition. Her performances at the pageant truly showed experience and she was so good on the runway as the technicalities were there. Her executions were superb and her styling were quite solid too. In terms of Q&A, I really like her delivery, fluency, and confidence, but I felt like the content is a little bit generic. So I would love for her to work on that because she has the potentials to be a frontrunner. Number 3 goes to Miss Samis Oriental, Christine Jane Sarjo, another potential favorite of mine. She was so beautiful during the finals. I love her gown choice as well because it reminded me of the vintage and classic gowns that became trendy in pageantry in recent editions. But my goodness, her response to the final question was outstanding. I loved her delivery. I love how she sounded very clear, confident, and at the same time very, very sure of every word that she'll say. I can really see her making waves and becoming a favorite, especially once the competition begins. Number 2 goes to Leyte, Angel Rose Tambal. She's an engineer and I can sense a very high threat level in this woman. She's stunning and her performances on the runway were superb. She's got a contagious smile, she's very energetic, and the performance that she gave was just solid as a rock. However, the highlight of her performance was definitely her interviews. She's very smart, very well spoken. I love her fluency in expressing her thoughts, and I love how she speaks with so much conviction, and her thoughts are always well constructed. And that is her biggest advantage among all the candidates that I have seen so far. Her overall performance was definitely top-notch. So as early as today, I can really say that she is a front-runner already. But as of this time, my current number 1 from Miss Universe Philippines 2024 goes to Elo Elo Alexi May Brooks. I do understand why she is getting all the hype and has become a huge favorite already, and also my personal favorite to win Miss Universe Philippines for now because she has this very new And her look is very new and very fresh for someone who could potentially wear the Philippine sash in an international pageant. We have never sent someone like this before with this kind of beauty, which I really appreciate because it truly emphasized that the Philippines has a diverse beauty, and I would really love to showcase someone like her in an international stage. Also, her performances at the pageant was outstanding. Both swimsuit and evening gown was on a high caliber performance already, and as early as today, I would also declare that she is a sure crown contender. Her interviews are wow, one of the strongest and best speakers in the group, and I am super excited for her. I also wanted to point out that some people may associate her with Miss Universe 2019 𝐍𝐶 Tunzi from South Africa. I do see that, and I do understand, and I do get why people are saying that, because there's really resemblance in a way. But to be honest, I think I'm talking about Alexi, has created her own identity to separate herself from 𝐍𝐶, and for her to be able to be recognized as her own self and her own beauty, and I love that. And what makes her different is her story and what she is as a contender. Her story makes her unique and different. She is a multi-awarded athlete, and most importantly, a Filipina. So I do understand why people are associating her with 𝐍𝐶, but I actually see her as Alexi. I can see her with her own unique identity, and I can see her as a very, very strong contender. So that's it. These are my current top 10 favorites from Miss Universe Philippines 2024, and I'm looking forward to see more candidates in the future and see if they will be able to shake up the list, and hopefully those that were at the bottom of the list or that were not included on the list could improve and shake the list as well. So as of the moment, who were your favorites? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.